Today we are discussing the scenario-based interview questions for network administrator engineers. These are scenario-based complex interview questions. You can download the complete list of scenario-based questions from the link provided in the description. Now moving towards the scenario based on the topic Network Address Translation NAT configuration. Our scenario is your organization is implementing a private network and you need to provide internet access to internal devices using Network Address Translation NAT. Design and configure NAT to allow internal hosts to access the internet using a single public IP address. Additionally, ensure proper translation of both source and destination addresses. Being a CCNA network administrator, what solution you will apply? Our first solution is design NAT policy. Determine the NAT policy including whether to use dynamic PAT overloading or static NAT. Consider the number of internal hosts and the available public IP addresses. Our second solution is configure dynamic PAT overloading. Implement dynamic PAT to allow multiple internal hosts to share a single public IP address. Use the IPNAT inside source list and interface commands to configure dynamic PAT. Our third solution is create access control list ACL. Create an ACL to define the internal IP addresses that should be translated. Include rules to permit or deny traffic based on the desired security policy. Fourth solution. Apply ACL to NAT configuration. Associate the ACL with the NAT configuration to specify the source addresses for translation. Use the IPNAT inside source list command to reference the ACL. Our fifth solution is configure NAT on the internet facing interface. Configure NAT on the interface facing the internet to define it as the outside interface. Use the IPNAT outside command on the appropriate interface. Our sixth solution is verify NAT configuration. Verify the NAT configuration using commands like show IPNAT translations to ensure that translations are occurring as expected. Test connectivity from internal hosts to external destinations. Seventh solution. Configure static NAT optional. Optionally configure static NAT for specific devices that need a dedicated public IP addresses. Use the IPNAT inside source static command to map internal addresses to specific external addresses. Our eighth solution is NAT overload monitoring. Set up monitoring tools to track the uses of NAT overload configuration. Monitor the utilization of the public IP address and the number of translations over time. Our ninth solution is destination NAT configuration port forwarding that is optional. Optionally configure destination NAT port forwarding to allow external access to specific internal services. Use the IPNet inside source static command with the port mappings for services like wave servers. Our 10th and last solution is documentation and backup. Document the NAT configuration details, including ACLs, NAT types, and interface settings. Regularly backup the NAT configuration to ensure quick recovery in case of device failure. This scenario involves configuring network address translation NAT to provide internet access to internal devices while maintaining security and efficient use of public IP addresses. If you are preparing for any CCNA based certifications, you can download the complete list of valid, tried and tested questions and answers from the link provided in the description. You can also download the complete list of scenario based questions from the link provided in the description. For more videos, stay tuned with us.